man cheno lo man cheno zhen qian zo we lo man qian de sum san jie jian o wo long do dam qi jian jiong nan pa zu gen dun jian a da we lo ma qin qin no shang lo tu jie ye de jing e zhen nam ni jian jiong nan le qin du gong zong zhe zo we lo ten jian no Lama Bu Nima no zhi zhe qi ge lu ne zi xie da su len ne guan qian na de qian ta bai qian de zhong zu Lama qin le zi wang qian no su long lu ne zi xie dong a zhen ne xie xiang gang zhong ku dong ne zhong zu Lama bi mon zhong nan qian nong a yu bi ma wu ne zi xie nian de jia me bong bang nian da tu jie nian wa ne du Lama yi xian cu jian qin nong ke jiu de jian zhou ne zi xie de dian dao su xi bian cu le ta bei zhong jie jian bo zhong zu ga de ji bei la ma qin no song jiu ye no ne zi xie da jun zhi bei man kan du ne du bei nian ma xia wan zu jie gun qin zhi me wa zhen qian no sun zhong a lu ne zi xie ga da gong bei zai xin zong nan han jian ta zhe shen ban zu jie nian mi jiu wu yao zhen qian no ga dian lo wu ne zi xie dou nian nian jie nian bo jin jie sang shen ju la jie wan zu jie zhen qiu ma me dao sun qian no de qian du ye ne zi xie de dong sa jin chong e zhi bian jiu gu nian sai ban zu jie ye dian wang su ge ma bo qin no ke jiu zhong ye ne zi xie jiu gong de me jiu ma dou nan han shen ge zhe jia wan zu jie ga jiu qie ye chong jian qian no zhong no du xian ne zi xie ne ga bie ye zhi ba san nan nian du ta zhe san ban zu jie ye zhen gong ma nong an qin nong kong de ye lu ne zi xie dong da jiu gong jiu sum zhe we sang we lam jiu zhe ban zu jie nian mi xiang ba ge jiu qin no nom de song jie xie ne zi xie da zhe nian le zi jin jiang nan ma le song jiu nie ban zu jie 十品堂东家不见诺做灭土都能自觉。都本也只有这那龙山王的万祖节，怕见大宝上见见到来了这年来自些，不上了年了现那等着说明。马杰拉杰dru马切诺西罗波斯欧那这些，当在年日在那之间，大美都连同自己。滚进头部从见见那能公就也能这些，我那我们干那不知道的个同自己，也正到了那头见那能顺波。也能这些，罗也上了给米着呢，家人看就这帮助些，家园亲戚不亲诺亲年，也能这些。老爷们把山南牵着那个也帮助去，这准备都见钱能家人都能这些，太郎山间这么大难就能奔过。上求自己，北满东欧伦巴亲诺的东军，路内这些，呀，大家是共帮他的个用处，可能自己。俺们用定将从前诺月送路内自些，那个定真世界现在康中浪的全能自己，假设罗主他也前诺。上多年前我那这些，老公真情怕马现那一片年呢，这能自己，别马开街送钱那的钱，也能这些。爱心啊，热着那帮头年子，也帮助己。百年扬中人帮起那随便娘，也能这些。某个那嘛就拉进来，拖着的娘。也帮助己，真情在为拉玛亲诺节奏的今日这些，让人去过，让人将那自己上去，这帮助己。 Madanda Sinjin Lengi De Doj Tome Tune Korwa Yure Taro Dunga Dhami Nyanja Joche Kije Zamya Maji Lama Chinu Tuje Nyurda Minjo Tene Jiva Sinje Tamju Topjam Etse Tonze Tumi Tsende Savi Tadur Tunchin Tarpa Drabla Lelut Navalene Alado Loja Lama Chinu Tuji Nyurda Maladunde Sinje Mashi Saden Lupa Chija Tata Chiji Nintu Parat Raya Nyurva Nidun Chegut Yura Dudu Asibi Nyura Lama Chinu Tuji Nyurda Nomelona Toa Sinja Nidu Duben Tapshi Sosa Sene Saben Orde Jinji Jibe Lujan Shorda Pona Namshi Pado Tomen Ko Lama Chino Tuji Nyada Ijang Gumi Tobar Sinji Jebe Meba Napunduna Neje Loma Chapu Jamne Mado Shinji Ponye Lejen Zogang Ndu Donga Nyungu Lama Chinu Tuji Nyurda Minsang Le Tora Sinje Ranchu Rubo Zangyang Gongda Yinju Tenze Zangyang Zhoje Yung Ten Chungze Meja Zamba Chupe Menda Chumi Kona Lama Chinu Tuji Nyada Randung Aja Sheva Sinja Tenpong Danzin Gombo Konda Samse Tamje Nyamong Perve Setsi Tamje Megendeve Tabelamda Sodamase Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Nanze Zene Chubara Sinje Tumhe Zomna Gada Mega Singin Zamna Zube Koja Nyamtan Tongyang Hinji Seme Jinyu Sundu Sene Dube Lama Chinu Tuji Nyurda Simju Chudan Debara Sinja Korwa Nimba Mela Nimba Togu Serdu Tindung Nege Kogu Tanya Gugu Sese Meden Jume Chuje Ranse Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Sende Loye Tongwa Senje Lesen Donga Chamong Mezu Mindo Dola Meten Junre Luming Sum Tongyin Gewa Medu Dikbi Yola Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Lela Ichi Jewa Sinje Jala Donsen Nina Chosin Lander Nela Tomo Manda Chubin Jutse Sengmo Niwa Chumin Jutse Angbo Sarje Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Nyamon Zhao Chomba Sinja Sene Tena Yanda Chubet Nanda Ransim Chudamande Jurdo Yendo Nyamon Kona Yenda Tete Chubet Sanda Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Ranjo Rangu Tongwa Senja Ranchung Eba Rangi Mato Chibe Zuzun Chime Nazo Nyama Mege Lela Shuji Gelo Yang Yang Chi Jang Yang Yang Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Ranchung Rangu Tongwa Senja Shari Sojung Chala Papa Nyere Lungjin Ranju Sess1 Lama Tenjin Muguramja Shila Zedong Danang Chechong Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Muguramju Tawa Senja Jamdu Simju Sonde Senai Mugunji Tene Maji Seza Wanju Chubju Gebjo Selo Tsamle Juto Make Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Jibze Chusun Ruwa Sinja Dade Dule Donga Tomje Yinpin Senje Sanje Drupson Semcho Chijang Randu Poso Yinpin Daje Yinu Shola Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Dajin Jiva Nubara Sinje Sanje Nguna Lama Mara Namza Tumbe Kajin Ange Randu Mabzon Sena Ijik Zepchu Namla Tetson Logder Lama Chino Tuji Nyurda Mugu Jimin Pavara Sinja Ransin Sanje Injang Homage Namdo Chuku Injang Tuma Mabju Nyuma Jang Jungman Rare Nena Rama Nilo Injang Ima Lama Chinu Tuje Nyurda Rare Ransa Chova Sinjil Yongin Cheva Nene Tema Pingi Tamchu Turjin Drama Dingi Lende Lander Turjin Gungi Tinshi Maptin Lama Chinu Tujin Yurda Immeasurables Barasinja Benime Tunda Nazetam Donga Juru Songi Nomje Debe Tremon Tuminimu Gibju Lama Chinu Tujin Yurda Chula Niru Parasinja Tangbo Samja Chule Meba Tama Chumden Korwang Insong Tabe Loto Megi Sejit Indung Nibe Magu Danda Lama Chinu Tujin Yurda Tamchen Tara Sambara Sinja Joshi Tene Jevara Sinja Nome Lona Tova Sinja Jeva Nini Chimba Sinja Lela Yechi Sinja Lama Bu Nima Sinja Rabla Tundu Para Sinja Jingi Landa Lombara Sinja Nimbora Tubara Sinja Jume Mugu Jiva Sinja Noraya Java Sinja Rare Nivu Sebara Sinja Turna Yeza Chubara Sinja Cheji Sonja Drapa Sinja Love Sorva Diso Lama Rambo Do Budo Tenchin Chuje Kame Dolores Chile Toye Yeme Drapa Sinja Sorva Diso Lama Rambo Do Budo Tenchin Chuje Kame Dolores Chile Toye Yeme Drapa Sinjilo
Precious Guru, I supplicate you, kind my Lord, I cry out with longing, unfortunate I am, I one hope is you. Bless me that we mingle our minds indivisibly.
Tarbadan tam chin chin be bardu jubar siba tam cheje zorse Manam kadan yambe simchin tam je deva dande Dongha Danda Nyudula Nami Bayanda Bazoba Sancho Rinpoche Toba Sa.
All mother sentient beings, limitless space, especially those enemies who hate me, abstractors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All mother sentient beings, limitless space, especially those enemies who hate me, abstractors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience, may they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Sancho Nyemban Cheje Pa Sanje Namla Japsum Che Chudan Sanjo Sumbaye Solan Tebyen Japsum Che Chetarang Hunje Dershi Che Sancho Tuna Je Bada Sancho Samba Labala Tedarim Jene Bada Tebyen Rola Pendonda Sancho Sene Chipje I
take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and the assembly of the bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progress along the bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until I attain the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the bodhisattva's path.
Sanje Chudan Sojung Chonam La Sancho Bada Dana Japsum Che Daga Jinso Jimbe Sunam Je Rola Penso Sanje Rubasho.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Manam Kadanyam Besimchin Tamche Devadan Deve Jodan Dembar Church Dongha Dan Dongha Je Jodan Travar Church Dongha Mebe Devadan Mandrava Church Yeren Chadan Yidan Tanyola Nebar Church.
May all mother sentient beings, limitless to space, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless to space, have happiness in the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering in the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Homage to the Buddha Shakyamuni. You I shall praise, who first awakened the mind of enlightenment, then completed the accumulations of merit and wisdom, and now in this age, through the vast sway of your actions, have come to the world, have become the Lord of and Protector of living beings. Homage to you who, having taught the gods, knew the time had come to tame the human world, and descending from the god realm like a great elephant, foresaw the family of your birth and entered the womb of Maya Devi. Homage to you, Prince of the Shakyas, born after 10 months in the auspicious Lumbini Grove, where Brahma and Indra revered you, your supreme marks proving you were destined to be enlightened. Homage to you, lying among men in all your youthful vigor, displaying your prowess in the games at Anga Magadha, where you triumphed over the proud contestants, so that not one could stand as your rival. Homage to you, who to comply with worldly convention and avoid all misdeeds, took on a queen and courtiers, and by acting with such skillful means, you ruled the kingdom. Homage to you, who saw that samsara is wholly futile, and renounced the life of a householder, and traveling through the sky ordained yourself before the Vishuddha Stupa. Homage to you, who intent on persevering till enlightened, for 6 years practice austerities on the banks of Narayana, and taking diligence to its ultimate perfection, attain the supreme samadhi. Homage to you, who seeking to make meaningful all your efforts, made throughout beginningless time, sat unmoving in the Vajra posture beneath the Bodhi tree in Magadha, and awakened into true Buddhahood, attaining perfect enlightenment. Homage to you, who in your compassion gazed at once upon living beings, then turned the wheel of Dharma in sacred places like Varanasi, and established disciples in the 3 vehicles. Homage to you, who destroyed evil-minded opponents by defeating the 6 teachers of the Titikas, Devadatta and the rest, as well as the Maras in Varanasi. You were the mighty sage victorious in battle. Homage to you, who performed great miracles in Shravasti, unmatched in their splendor in all the 3 realms, and through the offerings made by gods, humans, and other beings, caused the teachings to prosper and increase. Homage to you, who to spur the lazy on the Dharma, left your body, though immortal and like a Vajra, and passed into Paranirvana in the pure abode of Kushinagara. Homage to you, who to show that you had not in reality perished, and so that beings of the future could gain merit, emanated a wealth of relics and caused your remains to be divided into 8 portions. Through the merit of briefly praising in this way the great acts of the Lord, who is the master of the teachings, may the actions of all living beings come to equal those of the Sugata himself.
survadepso senje labdeso.
Lord Avalokiteshvara Geluma Palmo Yeshe Sangpo Dawashunu Peyapa Changsem Tagya Nikpupa Puton Droje Gyal Sangton Drajik Kenpo Tidrowa Dewa Chenpa Skola Chusangwa Shera Bumpa Gyal Serimpuche Konchok Sampo Lama Wawa Changchum Senge Genchik Nyau Papa Sonam Dar Jampal Sangpo Sanginyepa Mikyu Doje Konchok Yelang Wangchu Doje Choki Wangchu Ngangi Wangchu Tutu Drugyu Tempa Namgyal Karma Chagme Pema Kunga Trili Wangchuk Sherap Drakpa Tenzin Dudu Master Tenzin Tlili Karma Ngedon Tempa Rabgen, all the root and lineage gurus of great kindness, I supplicate you, please grant me your blessings.
Om Bema Sodo Sumaya Mane Bolaya Bema Sodo Dinoba. Sadhana Sobyeda Semalas Bada Nanterdanyam Bandaya Ranjan Jambarnej Aje Malusam Jim Gunja Gunjurjan De Bonje Mebzen Jomzela Namalu Jivin Chinjube Jumden Korjenand Yesu Su Tonsum Kundanyam Baye Emandabja Kesarje Deshenyam Bemberlana Devan Yosu Sui Samsarvada Yujin Shabada Yesayaran Gushin Survaye Geva Chunzeda Gichisaba Tam Chedo Besanjo Sengovo Semchenam Jesambada Loye Seda Chedava Chechon Tumon Tebaye Chujen Kolo Gordusu.
May the entire surface of the earth become a pure land free from stones and gravel, even like level palm, and in nature smooth like lapis lazuli. Protector of all sentient beings without exception, Deity who destroyed the endless host of Mara, perfect knower of all things without exception, victorious one and retinue, please come to this place. As I offer you these pleasant and white lotus flowers as big as billions of worlds, with 100 petals and their pollen beds, please be seated and be comfortable. Whatever merit I have gathered through prostrations, offerings, confession, rejoicing, requesting and beseeching, I dedicate for the complete enlightenment of all beings. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater and lesser vehicles and the teachings common to both according to disposition and mental capacities of sentient beings.
Nung Katang Yambe Simchin Tamchi Namchi Loname Bayan Dobo Zope Sanjeje Kompang Toparsa De Chido Tukpachin Bisobjong Nan Songwasa Yambe Sanchuk Todo Semchi Patan Jedes Inchar Deyang Dun Trimin La Jembe Domba Songwane Timin Jetuna Nine Ina Jepe Domba Shi Chebe Tuso Songza Tang Ni Tichindo Sanchuk Simji Simbe Goni Yamso Langna Nichu Domba Trumser Yershendar Papa Chenrezig Jiram Flyer Namjer Dandrewa Yamso Langna Sanghao Save Jujas Katup Dang Domba Yin Latan Jurwa Yin Deyang Hunji Jerwa Se Tanche Panam Jenze Petsar Kangin Ba Deni Ranjuk La Chikso Jashin Dele Mandawa Domba Chutrum-sang, Domba Shi, Dagba Yinbe, Jetaran Hunje, Shiba So La So, Rimjin, Rimjer Jungze Mina, Deyang Zogba, Sanje Namne, Chuni, Debjini, Jisun Tumba, Shikba Na, Debjin Shikba, Dugje Jadang Charwana, Rajomba, Pantoje Yungde Yang Dagba, Zoshin Marik, Ninto, Dabu Sangla Shibze Chutamje, La Loduje Pana, Yang Dagba, Zogba Sanje. Nang Kolo Jirve Po Tajanshi de Dane, Da Yola Sopa, Yokbana, Gangna Lupa Mepa, Yokran So Yawa, Dod Japoteni, Sungwa Yin, the Simchin Tamchi, Tarpatan Tamchin Jimba, Lama Nurwatunji, Yindun Kona, Learn Zepa, Na Tajanshi Tao, Namkatan, Yambe, Simchin Tamji, Mapir Yindo, Pindo, Tukje Jip. Kurnamchin, take Pachimbo, Lana Mepa, Dundum Bana, Lambochim, Randun Tarsi Bana, Savasi, Zindun Lolin Bana, Sipa Sipa, Lenun Lenun Japa Pangbana, Korpava, Nyangin Depa, Compagni Bana, Rangato, Jisoto, Kora, Nelam Tarva Sipa, Tangida, Numon Bala, Le. Tam chi sepa na sipa kundo jorwa yongso sepa tongta pardo gebe chu tumba na yang takpe kwa sipa chengwa tam chi jepa na lekpa namba zhowe namba tam chi jimba yixing lekpa namba zhowe shirab chi teta ge sipa na kange jiso lope tebi sipa yung ting ting teye jiso jeta lope kunhung sanchok simja timba yi jen randung yawa towana lekpan randung yawa towana simchi tamchi je dongje setan nekap ngun tolang gupana pimbar sawe setan tartok ngilep lang gupana jowar sawe setan sinne rejang bana moge mipar sawe setan sedang jumde jambana ne mipar sawe setan lam sanchuk je soje chunang yongso zopar sawe setan Dev Lana me Payan Tapa Zopus Sanchung Nipa Topa Save, Setan Chiquito, Origin Sanjin Bishan, Givanta, Dianda Sovata, Dupa Malit number Jongbat. Gives you Setan Dupa Namjava, Tibinship, Sojung Casa Doshi, Sumba, Tar, Sojunga Domba Cheta Lanshan, Suma Teta de Dagejan, Simchin Tamje, Dunda Pembata, Joala, Soba, Gupa Teta Gasere, Tutada. Gypsy Sanya Mashaje, Pardo in La Jip, Domba, and Manyapa, Churjin the Song, Joan, Deji Dunzo.
Now listen with the motivation of bodhichitta set upon supreme awakening and think, having taken the healing and purifying Sojung vows of the great vehicle, I will keep them so that all sentient beings, limitless of space, may attain the state of perfect and complete Buddhahood. The observance of the 8 temporary vows of the lesser vehicle referred to as the 8 branch 1-day NyungNe vows. It is observed by householders. When these vows are observed while imbued with the intent of bodhicitta in accordance with the Mahayana, they become the discipline of refraining from misdeeds. In this practice, one combines the observance of the temporary vows, which with the generation stage practice of the deity yoga of noble Avalokiteshvara, and for this reason it becomes a yogic practice of the action tantra, kriya tantra class of the secret mantra, and a branch of the secret mantra vows. Thus, when one commits to apply one's own mind stream in the manner of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the past, and one does not transgress their ways, it is called the discipline of vowed restraints, or vow. The following is a brief commentary on the meaningful parts of the text, one by one, beginning with, just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, the perfectly complete Buddhas. Since the perfectly complete Buddhas are those who have proceeded in accordance with the natural state just as it is, they are Tathagatas, thus gone ones. Because they have separated from the enemy, the 4 Maras, they are Arhats, 4 destroyers. And since they have completely perfected the qualities of renunciation and realization, having awakened from the deep sleep of ignorance, and having come to understand all noble phenomena, they are perfectly complete Buddhas. For example, when the heavenly steed of a wheel-turning king enters the battle with an enemy, he does so intermittently and without travail. It is willing to forsake its own life in order to perfect the king. Likewise, because they show the unmistaken path to liberation and omniscience to all sentient beings, they become, and because they are solely devoted to the purpose of others, the Tathagatas are like heavenly steed. Furthermore, because it is with great compassion that they carry the burden of benefiting all sentient beings as limitless as space, without being asked, and since they also demonstrate the unsurpassed meaning of the Mahayana, they are like a great elephant. Furthermore, having brought the task to completion, they did what needed to be done, Having actively sought the benefit of others, they have completed the task. Abandoning the obscuration of karma and affliction, they have laid down all the burdens. Having achieved nirvana, the state of beyond sorrow, they have reached their own goal. Due to eliminating all distorted views which prevent escape from the samsaric state and the afflictive emotions, they have completely destroyed the bonds to existence. By demonstrating the Dharma that is virtuous in the beginning, middle, and end, the speech is utterly perfect. Having severed all ties with samsaric existence, the minds are perfectly free. And because they possess the wisdom that knows everything, the wisdom is completely liberated. This describes the qualities of that arise in whoever follows the example of the Tathagatas. Thereafter, since the Tathagatas have forsaken concern for themselves, and in order to show others how to train in the motivation of bodhicitta, it says they act for the sake of all sentient beings. Because they demonstrably temporarily establish beings in a higher birth, they benefit them. Because they ultimately establish beings in definite goodness, they liberate them. Because they have purified karmic result of stillness, it says they eliminate famine. And because they have purified the karmic result of hatred, it says they act to heal beings from illness. Furthermore, the complete perfection of Dharma directed toward awakening accomplished by them is a path, and the definitely realized, unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening accomplished by them is a result. Regarding this practice, the second Buddha, Padmasambhava of Odhiyana, said, "It fully restores soul, all virtue, and purifies Jung, all negativity without exception. Since it restores virtue and completely purifies negativity, the Tathagata has called this practice of Sojung. Thus, it is said that one should think, I shall take up and keep Sojung vows properly, and for the sake of all sentient beings I shall benefit them, and thereby liberate them, and so on. With this intention I shall take up the 8 branch vows, and keep them properly and without corruption from this very moment until sunrise tomorrow. Keeping this in mind, one repeats accordingly."
Sopjana yukpe sanje dang,
Shocho na shukpe sangye dang,
sanchok samba tamche dang,
Shangsung sepa tamche dang,
jomden de nyami shakje jarpo dang,
Jobden de nyame shakyo galpo dang,
pakpa chineze wamsok dala gongso sor,
Pakpa Chenrezig wangchuk dag la gon su sol,
chetan hunje tepjin shikpa,
Detan gogi de shek shepa,
rachom bayang tappa zokpe sanje,
Rachompa yang dapa zope sangye,
ta chanshi tabu,
Tachan she tabu,
langbo chenpo,
Lampo chenpo,
sawa sechen,
Chawa chesing,
sepa sepa,
Chepa chepa,
korpo wa,
Korpo wa,
dake tungji so topa,
Dagi doze su tropa,
sipa kundo jorwa yongso sepa,
Sikpa kundu jowas yosu sepa,
yang takpe kwa,
Yang dakpe ka,
lepa namba trove thok,
Lepa napa dowe tuk,
lepa namba trove shirap jin te namji,
Lepa napa dowe sherab chen di de namki,
simchin tamche je tungje sertang,
Semsen tamse ki doni jidang,
pimbar save sertang,
Pempa chawe chidang,
towar save sertang,
Dewa chawe chidang,
ne mipar save sertang,
Ne mepa chawe chidang,
muge mipar save sertang,
Muge mepa chawe chidang,
sanchok je soje,
Jangcho ki chogi,
chuna yongso zokpar save sertang,
Jo nam yonso zopa chawe chidang,
nona mipa,
Lana mepa,
yang tapa zokpe sanchok,
Yang nepa, Tokpe changchuk,
pokpar save ser,
Topa chawe chair,
sopjong in parlangpa te jindo,
Sojung par la pat de jindu,
do BuNima shi jewe jang,
Dagi dagmi el shiki pe,
tundane zongde,
Dudene sunte,
gypsy sang nyama ma sharje pardo,
Disi sani mama shagi bardu,
sopjong in pa yang takpa langwa jewo.
Sojung pa yang da pa la pa ji o. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in the 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed, the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed the task, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bounds to existence, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of Sojung. In the same way, I who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow shall most definitely and perfectly to take up the Sojung vows. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dwelling in 10 directions, blessed Lord, peerless King of the Shakyas, and noble Lord Avalokiteshvara, please heed me. Just as the previous Tathagatas, Arhats, and perfectly complete Buddhas, who like the heavenly steed, the great elephant, did what had to be done, completed the task, laid down all the burdens, reached their own goal, and completely destroyed the bounds to existence, whose mind is utterly perfect, whose speech is utterly perfect, whose mind are perfectly free, and whose wisdom is completely liberated, who, for the sake of all sentient beings, in order to benefit them, liberate them, and heal them from illness, and to eliminate famine, in order to fully perfect all Dharma directed toward awakening, and to realize unsurpassed, perfectly complete awakening, most definitely took up the practice of the Sojung. In the same way, I who am called from now on until sunrise tomorrow shall most definitely and perfectly take up the Sojung vows.
Dayang dun chimin la jebe donba shi sawa la tsuchum je yin la je bayu je yin la jik turyuk je yin la sumna yu pa le tangbo ranju je ni ju nam donbar si pa tsuchum je yin la je ne donba tamche je zawa yin pa na zawa je shi ta de de men ro wa ta jen ta na so kya so 식소 인체제 소무주 바다 즉 인제 다도 종의 조제 첨보 다제는 타나 캅걸 바세 감직장 마진바는 니 부모니 되던 특별 내와 동전일과 다제는 작성제 핀송 다와 장요 메지반 마장바주 바방바다 좀 랑라 살람제 용디미장 용디유 바르준바 메출람의 준첨보 다젠 타나 거래다 제미세 인허와시 바스 서와르시 베즈문 나와다 예이 바요제이나 제는 창봉바 인던데 마보나 랑주라 랑주 바미 던저신 창근은 란더제 네 탐지 미시신 아니 돈바 랑마 양지는 메게와 주바 돈바 강양 송문을 바나 란도는 저연 창당 장당 매도 소인 팝당 결과 주변 양양 창당 인양 신도 zawa la so yi pa si pa za dong tam che pan gu pa te yin tur yuk ke yin la sum na ra ni dom ding yin pa chen pa so we che da chem na ne pe che da ju pa che pa te da ton ne ja se je ze chu zang bo ji so shu pa ya shu den chol ge dan ji chi je 삼바 가월당 진디서 저신보 룰라 거와 메도다 름보체 라소번 청와 룰라 진발세바 되마예번 하자다 도고 라소 방방방만의 진제 렉섬 쯤모다 예게지체다 르진이나 요와 나가 땀나서 나와서 봉완의 가르젠 남바세와 대진 절국당 등교당 등방학 로렌바 보왕 능와서 로몬부 쭈르시바 나 봉와 쯤모 렉섬 되마인 벤청와 요핀지 꼼바 동화 설외 초단 자소 동화래 띠바 세발시베 생신단 친이 신통 라서 잡자낭 롱메제 저 강래서 벤 춘딘 통보 란진 팍바메 바당 다르구당 다제게 띵소 춘딘 쳔봄 만도 빠남레 가소제 모렉 숨당은 특소진제 렉 숨보 직도 집에 뚜르종게 연라 숨보 someday in a Japan, Jesse Sanyama Mashapa, but the Manyapa Suma Jaonyamban, they do.
The word starting with just as the previous constitutes the prayer of taking the 8 temporary vows. These 8 branches are then further divided into the 4 branches of discipline, the single branch of attentiveness, and the 3 branches of subduing discipline. The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline which restrain one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follow. The first is not to kill.
The first branches are the 4 branches of discipline, which restrains one's own mind from unwholesome actions. Since these are the roots of all vows, they are known as the 4 roots. They are as follows. The first is not to kill any being. Besides not killing a human being, one should not even kill a louse or its eggs, which also belongs to the realm of living beings. The second root is not to steal. Besides not stealing large possessions owned by others, one should not even steal a morsel of food. The third root is to abandon non-celibate conduct. Besides not pursuing the meeting of males and females for the enjoyment of sexual intercourse, one should not even look at one another with a lustful mind. The fourth root is to not speak lies. Besides not telling a great lie, such as falsely proclaiming oneself as having high human qualities, or lying about having qualities on the bhumis and paths that one does not have, one should not even fool others jokingly while playing around. The single branch of attentiveness is to abstain from alcohol. If one does not abandon this action, one's mind will become careless. When intoxicated by alcohol, one cannot be aware of every aspect of what to do and what not to do, and one also forgets about the vows one has taken. Due to this, one engages in non-virtuous action, and is therefore unable to keep any of one's vows. For this reason, one should abandon all intoxicating food and drink, such as alcohol made from fermented grain, such as wheat or barley, or alcohol made from honey, flowers, or any other fermented substance, as well as intoxicating fruit or roots. As for the 3 branches of subduing discipline, in order to refresh the recollection of one's vows, one subdues all of one's activities as a lay householder, and follows after the excellent conduct of bodhisattvas. Thus one engages in subduing. First, one abandons dressing up and looking attractive, or applying sweet scents like camphor and sandalwood, which are applied with the intention to charm. One abandons adorning one's body with garlands of flowers, jewels, and so on. One abandons earrings, bracelets, and so on, which are the 3 kinds of adornment. One abandons moving one's limbs for the sake of frolic and laughter. And one vows to remain silent in various ways, which refers to abandoning the 3 kinds of entertainment: dancing, singing melodiously, by elevating and lowering one's voice, and playing instruments such as string instruments or flutes. Second, one abandons eating at inappropriate times, and does not consume, from noon until sunrise the next day, any food such as grains and fruit, to quell one's hunger. One may, however, drink liquids such as water and tea to quell the pangs of thirst. Third, one abandons sitting on high and luxurious seats. This means not to sit upon any seat higher than 1 cubit, or upon seats bedecked with silks and brocades, or tigers and leopard skin, which are unsuitable for ordinary people. Thus, when the 3 kinds of entertainment, including dancing, and the 3 kinds of adornment, such as garlands, are considered as 1 branch, these are the 3 branches of subduing discipline. Thus thinking, I shall keep these 8 branches without corruption until sunrise tomorrow, one repeats the following.
Jinja Noryang Nangmaza Tikpe Chuja Mabjejing Zunja Shakyamuni Juna Mangbo Nyatimbe Changna Yongso Pamasa Chitin Chinto Mazashin Tibjin Tamayin Bese Tadan Chungwa Tangnejin Lotan Karso Pamasa Jeta Drachon Taduna Sokyu La Somizipa 대달 속주 라소 빵 라미 산총 열톱쇼 동한만 쪽 심지나 시변초래로 와르쇼.
Bottom of page 10. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it is the gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxurious seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfume, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainments such as song and dance. Just as the arhats refrained at all times from these actions, such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions, such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. From 10. From now on, I will not kill, I will not steal the belongings of others, I will not engage in sexual activities, I will not speak false words. I will totally abstain from alcohol, as it is the gateway for many mistakes. I will not sit on high and luxurious seats. I will not eat at inappropriate times. I will not use perfumes, jewelry, and ornaments. I will avoid entertainment such as song and dance. Just as the arhats refrained at all times from these actions, such as taking the lives of others, so shall I avoid these actions such as taking the lives of others. May I swiftly attain unsurpassed awakening, and may sentient beings fraught with many sufferings be freed from the ocean of cyclic existence. Lexo.
대답을 추춤되니 달심바사의 제도 박바동용 샤파 파르도 심바 조건형 보정내송 추춤난다게 정대에 대표 두숨제절과 세당제파 추춤제 풍보탐체 란조라 족발시바당 hun치 추춤철위 니바 탐체 닭발시진 신체 매년바신 시바소 피용도 마다된바 나대의 지도도.
Bottom of page 4 of the commentary. In order to develop such discipline to perfection, the Dharani of the essence of the 6 paramitas of the noble Amoghapasha Sutra mentions the numerous benefits of the Dharani, such as by reciting this Dharani of pure discipline, the entire accumulation of ethical discipline of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 3 times will be brought to perfection within one's own mind stream, and all faults of one's previous violations of discipline will be purified, and henceforth one's discipline will not decline. Thus repeat the Dharani.
Om Amoghashala. Sambara Sambara. Bara Bara Mahashuddha. Satopema Babakata. Buddha Dara Dara. Samita Avalokete. Home Pai Sova. Om Amoghashala. Sambara Sambara. Bara Bara Mahashuddha. Satopema Babakata. Buddha Dara Dara. Samita Avalokete. Home Pai Sova. Om Amoghashala. Sambara Sambara. Bara Bara Mahashuddha. Satopema Babakata. Buddha Dara Dara. Samita Avalokete. Home Pai Sova.
3 prostrations with the mantra.
Saminda Valokata Hombeso Amongo Chulo Somboro Sombara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sado Mebekanda Buddha Dara Dara Saminda Valokata Hombeso Amonga Chulo Somboro Sombara Bara Bara Mahashuddha Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amongo Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Amanga Chulu Sumboro Sumbara Bara Bara Mahaj Sado Beman Bebe Kenza Bunda Dara Dara Saminda Valokete Hombezo Tenen Sanchok Samba Sambe Sanchok Juba Juba Ninism Tinism the Samba Trap Monlam Tapa La Tene Lam Deva Danjupa Deva Karpa Mambu Toto Panzepa Sambe Monlamless Chumje Paros Samba Yongso Zoparsipa Monlam de Jidu.
Page 5, line 6 of the commentary. Furthermore, when the bodhisattvas of the past performed enlightened actions out of love, having made fervent aspirations throughout the 3 periods of the day and the 3 periods of the night, they enjoyed ease on the path. The path was applied with ease, and they completed the accumulations of many aeons. Thus one repeats the aspiration that completely perfects the paramita of discipline, which has arisen out of an aspiration for love.
Chum number Tadandi Lopsin me bit Chumje Chum Padders in the show.
Through flawless discipline in accordance with the rules of conduct, through perfectly pure discipline, and through discipline devoid of arrogance, may I carry the perfection of discipline to completion.
Pangum Papa Ludup Jeshan, Sojung Dunju, Lalo Yompa, Chipa, me namla, so Arje, Chipa, Chie Sumbatan, Jomden the Sharjuk, Cup, Random Yipsi, Tanchipan, Nene, Sungan, Namja, Sumchat Sumja, Liar to Jessin, Nene, Jungze Yamba Namja, Jachin, Gelane, Sir, Jewa, 제와 평용 빠도메 빠송제 델레장 제빠도 다와 주면 돌 강직 갈바 섬제메 차바 자와세요 망아 취제래 강직 담치 아랍던 집바나 대식된 방가 빠르지베체 인친드나 라바적제바 됐네데베 수남친바 송 시바당 좀 땜바제베체 윤 돈바송 송와나 다다 산제제 땜바 탈톡베 깜데 인친직도 돈바 나직 송와 평용체신 대양 산척제 심제 심바 돈바 평용 남카다 최종미진 조퍼 산제제 공방 토판 열라 제바 다시제 값수 상하 돌제 특파 라당하제 남절 사모당 대와 냠솔랑바 랑베 첸데 른진제 자르드쿠제 제장고량 매체 쭈둑레 문장바 사자진보 초근우줍 토파르 세파 인베 가와곰제 대다 대답을 개와대야 용호메 제 마탑나 콘토소 인가시게 세번절과 인베 대나게자 산축 침봉호완대여지도.
Page 5, line 12 of the commentary. The glorious protector Arya Nagarjuna said, "Grant the vows of Sojung to men and women alike, so that they may obtain the pleasing bodies of the gods who act as they wish." Thus in the past, when Lord Buddha was alive, even those who kept the one-day NyungNe vows a single time with merely a selfish mind were reborn in the God realm of the 33. Since even those who have slightly transgressed the one-day NyungNe vows will be reborn in the God abodes of the 4 great kings, it is said that the benefits of taking the vows are unfathomable. Moreover, it specifically states in the Moon Lamp Sutra that the merit of practicing a single precept for a single day and night during an era when the holy Dharma is being destroyed and the teachings of the Sugata are coming to an end is far greater to making offerings to millions of Buddhas for inconceivable aeons. Thus, it is of greater benefit to keep a single vow for a single day during the final times of the present Buddha's teachings than it would have been to keep vows for a long time during former times when the teachings flourished. Furthermore, the benefits of taking vows with the mind of bodhichitta are immeasurable like space, and will lead to the attainment of the state of complete Buddhahood. In particular, in the present context, by engaging in this practice in relation to a deity of the secret mantra Vajrayana and the profound yoga of the Mantrayana, one will join the ranks of the Vidyadharas in this very life, and however long it may take, it will not take more than 16 lifetimes to attain the supreme city of Mahamudra. Thus rejoice. However, if you do not seal such virtues in the end with dedication, they can become exhausted through various conditions such as anger. Therefore, please dedicate these roots of virtue toward a great awakening by repeating the following prayer. We go to the yellow prayer book on page 11. By this merit may I attain omniscience. Having defeated the enemies my wrongdoings, may I liberate all beings who are tossed in the ocean of samsara by the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death.
In the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly I take refuge until attaining enlightenment. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Vashuddha Vam Jana Tham Je Tomba Jor Tombe Leheran Chenje Sanye Tom Je Yonzo Jar Me Kamba Yewa Ani Tuje Chemba Number Save Togana Ali Davi Chingo Yetenda Shayan Sambaja Tana Dunja Namka Neren Chin Chadan Chujincho Manta da din te te da vi chinko jebe ten range toge reye le un chu par den la mata to ji jimbo eme la re ye san je san sen je Korva Chinda Yoparchu Sanji Tom Chindupe Godor Chinzembe Ngovani Kancho Sumje Tava De Lama Namla Samsalo Sum Deva Shiva Chuje Guru Semje Namla Chenrezig Gadav Jabe Chuj Jeba Mela Samsalo Janje Magu Kunda Gazo Sanje Jalaji Toji Jin Jin Rula Ze Jin Rezelo Samsalo Jagananka Yenda Yerme Yazu Kunja Tsun Jindun So 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 Tadan Shiran Cholangani Beringa Deva Shelo Samsalo Dagi Nyinga Sang Le Chube Medo Dubuda Mame Techa Shaze Sonze Belama Nam Jenchu
O Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham All phenomena become void. From within the state of emptiness, upon a precious ground appears a lovely, boundless palace, complete with all the perfect attributes, within which I vividly appear as a great compassionate one. Arising from Amundis cut, my heart is marked with a syllable Shri. From the Shri at my heart light rays radiate and invite the glorious Guru who is indivisible from the great compassionate one. Surrounded by the Buddhas and bodhisattvas of the four families, he appears in the space in front of me and sits upon a mundis resting on a 1,000-petal lotus flower which sits upon a jewel throne. Homage to the Gurus who embody all Buddhas, whose essence is the Vajra holder and no other root of the jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the bliss-gone ones of the three times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one, who gazes upon all beings of the six realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the five families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dhammakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate goddess whose offer flowers, incense, laps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Bada Bebe Aho, Om Bada Dube Aho, Om Bada Aloge Aho, Om Bada Ginde Aho, Om Bada Neveda, Om Bada Shodo.
Vajra holder and others, please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the three kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by ignorance. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to tend the will of Dhamma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. May all sentient beings be endowed with happiness. May they be free from all suffering. May they never be without happiness. May they abide in great equanimity.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Vashuddha Om Shunyata Janabhat Emagavan Sondam Jembedupa Yechunam Tam Jetung Baju Engan Lepema Dove Jenga Nyagave Tandaran Seshaka Levu Sem Jenton Sene Tanda Sheye Pema Sundum Barva Shem Chenja Layan Dele Jaju Dan Shapo Tove Trupe Sobju Sanju Sanse Na Jindang De La Tenbayi Geji Nye La Pema Ne Shi Tang Jie Pa Yong Je Le Dan Yin Ba Ba Jin Re Ze Kum Do Kar Po Lang Tso Jin Jiu Ji Xiu Ji Zo Ja Ga Yu Jing Yu Ma Te Den Wu Jian Ye Ma Yong Ga Wa Te Ten Wu Ma Ye Ka Xin Yang Jia Wen Na Xie Jia Jin Te Ten Chu Jia Na Guo Ne Jian Sam Qi Zi Chu Nian Jin Te Ten Na Xie Jia Ne Ma Bu Zu Du Den Ba Ni Jin Ban Gu Jie Nan Ba Sa Za Wei So Ji Tong Bo Ni Tu Ga Ta Jia Ye Ni Bi Zhang Chen Sun Ben Chu Jin Ze Ji Ben Ko Lang Zhen Ba Te Yang Jie Ni Bi Bi Ma Dang Sun Bi Ji Lo Ye Ba Ye Da Yu Yong Sun Zhen Ba Wo Te La Cang Ne Ge Jia Da Ge Jie Zang Nin Qi Jin Ze Te Tar Tong Cha Sa Nam Ji Da De Jin Ri Den Ba Wo Nor Wu Ren Jin Jin Chang Xian Ge Du Nu Ma Yong Ba Ne Re Da Ba Pe Yong Ga Ba Ga Xi Ri Ji Xiang Da Jin Yu Yong Tar Ji Ji Bian Zhen A Ze Ge Bu Chuo Yu Te To Ga Da Wei Den Re Ye Ga Bu Da Lan Ne Chenrezig Ho Dan Jie Ba Jin Da
Svabhava Shuddha Savadama Svabhava Shuddhoham Om Shunyata Jnana Vajva Svabhava Atma Koham All phenomena that are subsumed and perceived and perceived become empty. From within this state, the nature of my mind appears as a white tree upon a lotus and moon disk. From it light streams forth and fulfills the purpose of sentient being. The light then gathered back into the tree, which transforms into a golden lotus marked with a tree. From the tree light emanates once again in the form of hooks and lassos that invite the Buddhas and bodhisattvas of the 10 directions. They dissolve into the lotus and tree and instantly transform into myself, appearing as noble Avalokiteshvara. My body is youthful white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, Their right face is green and their left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, their right face is red and their left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, their right face is white and their left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a crown protrusion, and adornment visible from the neck up. Of my 8 main hands, the first 2 on top are folded in prayer at my heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus. The third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. My remaining 992 ones are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. I am adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and am wearing an upper garment of antelope skin draped over my left breast. My lower garment is made from Benares. My crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and I emit rays of white light. At my heart upon a moon disk is the white letter Shri, whose light rays invite Avalokiteshvara and his retinue from the pure land of Potala.
Sojung
homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watcher over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Jahum Bam Ho, we merge inseparably, and my three places becomes marked with the syllables Om Ahum. Again light radiates from the Shri at my heart, which causes the five Tathagatas to come here. From their hearts emanate the four mothers, holding primordial wisdom nectar, which they use to bestow empowerment directly upon me. The nectar overflows and transformed into the essence of the Guru, appearing as Amitabha at my crown, Akshobhya at my forehead, Ratnasambhava behind my right ear, Amoka Siddhi behind my left ear, and Vairochana at the nape of my neck, as I am crowned by the lords of the five families. At my heart upon the lotus and moon is the essence of the wisdom being, the great compassionate one. He is the size of a thumb joint, and at his heart is the samadhi being, appearing as a white letter Shri. For me its light issues forth and purifies the obscurations of all beings, and they all transform into the great compassionate one. The light then returns and dissolves back into the tree.
Namo Rena Toya Ya Namo Ya Jana Sankara Bharata Aharanjaya Tathagataya Arahate Samya Sambuddhaya Namasavata Tangatebe Debe Samya Sambuddhebe Namaya Valokede Shoraya bodhisattva Masaduya Makaranagaya Dayatha Daradara Adravata Tale Ratale Badale Kusama Kusama Vare Elemele Lama Bu Nima Yada dara 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 doli doli ba kusuma kusuma vara la mala tudundola mana esa Yada dara 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 doli ba kusuma kusuma vara la mala tudundola mana esa dara 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 doli ba kusama vara la mala tudundola mana esa Yada dara 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 doli ba kusama vara la mala tudundola mana esa Yada dara 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 doli ba kusama vara la mala tudundola mana esa Yada dara 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 doli ba kusama vara la mala tudundola mana esa Yada dara 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 doli ba kusama vara la mala tudundola Mapa na yeso va mane me hora amane me hora amane me hora amane me Amane peme ore om soba vashuddha sagadama soba vashuddha jana tam che tumba jute ngale ranye je tagerle drumye ne dun dun drune shuvale Ran chen le du jaye kan du je go bye den be ran chen te dan da ve den no tu be man da je je eva shili ran da ve tu ji chen ba nam bar sa Kamdo karbolanto yin juji sharje tayaga Sojung marte wujaye mayung gawa Teten umaye Garchen Buddhist Institute Teten Sojung Chenrezig Teten Lama Bu Nima Garchen
Om Svabhava Shuddha Sava Dhamma Svabhava Shuddhoham. All phenomena become void. From within this state, from the she at my heart emanates a leather broom, which travels to the space in front of me. The broom then melts and transforms into a palace of jewels, square with 4 doors. Inside is a jewel throne and a moon disk upon which a multicolored 8-petal lotus. At its center is the tree, which transforms into the great compassionate one, crystal clear resembling myself. His body is youthful, white in color with 11 faces. The main face is white, the right face is green, and the left face is red. Above them the middle face is green, the right face is red, and the left face is white. Above them the middle face is red, the right face is white, and the left face is green. These faces have a peaceful expression. Above all of them is a black wrathful face with 3 eyes, bare fangs, and a menacing frowning grimace. Above it is a red, peaceful face with a grand protrusion, unadorned visible from the neck up. Of his 8 main hands, the first two on top are folded in prayer at his heart. Below it, the second right hand holds a crystal mala. The third is in the gesture of supreme generosity, and the fourth holds a wheel. The second left hand holds a lotus, the third holds an anointing vase, and the fourth holds a bow and arrow. His remaining 992 hands are in the gesture of supreme giving, and each of the 1,000 hands has an eye on its palm. He is adorned with ornaments of precious gems, and wears an upper garments of antelope skin draped over his left breast. The lower garment is made from Benares. The crown is adorned with a diadem of beautiful silks, and he emits rays of white light. Above are Shri transformed into red Amitabha. His hand is in the gesture of Samadhi. In the east, Ahum transforms into blue Akshovya. His hands in the touching gesture. In the south, Atram transforms into yellow Ratna Sambhava. His hands in the gesture of supreme giving. In the west, an Om transforms into white Vairochana in the aspect of supreme awakening. In the north, an A transforms into green Amoka Siddhi with his hand in the gesture of granting protection. All of them are adorned with jewels, and the 3 places are marked with the 3 syllables. The light radiating from the 3 syllables invite the wisdom being, who dissolve into him. Thus we merge non-duality. Homage to the Gurus or embodied Buddhas, whose essence in the Vajra holder and who are the root of the 3 jewels. Homage and praise to the radiant Amitabha, the Dhammakaya of all the blisskant ones of the 3 times, appearing as Avalokiteshvara, the 11-faced one who gazes upon all beings of the 6 realms. Homage and praise to Avalokiteshvara, who with compassionate eyes watches over beings, who untainted by faults is white in color, and whose crown is adorned by the perfect Buddha. Homage and praise to the Sugatas of the 5 families, who prevail over skillful means and supreme wisdom, and who, though inseparable from the space-like Dharmakaya, emanate distinctly in rainbow-like forms. From the city level at my heart emanate goddesses who offer flowers, incense, lamps, perfumes, food, and the like.
Om Bada Bibea Hom, Om Bada Dubea Hom, Om Bada Alugea, Om Bada Gidea Hom, Ahom, Om Benzo Shabda Hom.
Oh, Vaja, hold and others please heed me. With heartfelt regret I confess all transgressions of the 3 kinds of vows which I have committed while overpowered by the 3 poisons. Whatever wrongs I have done at any time, I confess them with great fear. From now on I will not allow them to happen again. I rejoice in all virtue and I supplicate you to tend the will of Dharma. Holding in mind the awakened state of Buddhahood, I dedicate all virtues to supreme enlightenment. The ground is sprinkled with scented water and strewn with flowers. It is adorned with Mount Meru, the 4 continents, the sun and the moon. By visualizing it as a Buddha, women offer it. May all beings enjoy the perfect purity of this realm. Having offered this excellent and pleasing mandala, may we experience no obstacles on the path to awakening. May we realize the enlightened mind of the Sugatas of the 3 times. May we neither stray into samsara nor rest in nirvana's peace. May all beings limitless as the sky is vast become liberated. Streams of Pramoda, wisdom nectar descend from the fingers of myself and the great compassionate one in front, filling the days completely.
Namare Naraya Namaya Jana Sangaram Berutana Baharandaya Tathangadaya Arahate Samya Sambadaya Namasavata Tangadeve Ahadeve Samya Sambadeve Namaya Valokede Sharaya bodhisattva Masadoya Makarunagaya Deyata Daradara Dere Edreva Dritolitale Pratole Pratal Kusama Kusamavara Elemillati Tindalama Panasova
Then I, the deity, wisdom being dissolved into the main deity in front, above my crown is Geloma Palma, who supplicates the noble one on my behalf.
Jarakeda aya avalokede shoraya beche shire nate totra nama pukudom papachine ze wanso geloma parme tu bashi sawa
In the English language, Gelama's Padma's praise to the noble Lord Avalokiteshvara.
Om Jitingu Balasam Lo Jitina Masiva Sumjetu O Loyutu Dudan Sombetu O Tepe Janjo Tepe Tepanzeb O Jiti Sumjen Gumo Cholo Sam Lo Derje Pame Kude Kunanzeb O Derje Naman Toye Vejesep O Sayan Chidi Do Trigun Sev O Sayan Seji Pime Number Jim O Tijina Benchama Mazar Chip O Shari Jibo Do Tovin Zip Da Chinji Pima Chodo Sayan Yam O Kawa Tundo Nungo Chunga Dim O Chime Chamadu Tsamen O Zibiza Chari Marpe Jim O Pimen Soda Sanin Avasi O Tungo Tujin Duda Tujin Jim O Rinchi Mamba Pumba Nine Jim O Lomen Chudra Subdra Jamshin Jim O Rada Babu Nima Imbaka O Nijodu Chama Po Trimami Bapimen Cholane O Tivingune Pimen Dabdaran Jam Ta Seje Karan Cholan Nugate O Tazu Dribi Riza Shantan Zim Ta Tepe Jinjan Tojin Parasam O Choni Suna Momo Nyevasab O Tadu Divin Juni Ganesel O Sundang Zijin Kuju Jibadim O Lujin Chode Dubun Pulejar O Siji Kundu Drai Shayun O Tambe Neza Yivimandeb O Ngamben Duda Luji Tidarship O Yanzanya Sayin Dimanya O Mizoda Yedad Apo Jita Do Toran Lanekub Ye Chenrezig Moyala Tuben Choda Tajan Savati Na Tini Chibo Nipimin Rong Chivo Dudamong Chivo Tam Tajitin Jitilana Gapakandam Jahom Jitin Gupulosam Lo Jitina Masiva Sumjetu Loyutu Dudan Sumbetu O Tupi Janjo Tupi Tupanzip O Jiti Sumjen Gumbo Cholosam Lo Dershi Pami Kude Kunanzip O Dershi Naman Tae Ujisip O Sayin Chudi Do Trigun O Sayon Serji Pime Number Jim O Tijin Benchum Mazar Chip O Shari Jibo Do Tovin O Chinji Pima Chodo Sayin Yam O Kawa Tunda Namga Chingi Dim O Chime Chamade Tsumenzip O Zibi Zechari Marbe Jim O Pimen Soda Sanin Avasip O Tungo Tujin Doda Tenye Jim O Rinchi Mamba Pumba Nine Jim O Lomen Chubdra Subdra Jabye Jim O Rada Papa Nama Imbaka O Nijo Dove Gijin Jinan Cham O Trima Beba Pimen Cholanip O Tivingune Pimen Dadan Jam O Siji Karan Cholan Nuvatip O Tazu Tibi Riza Shantan Zip O Tepe Jinjan Sojin Parasan O Choni Suna Mugo Jivasab O Tadu Juni Ganese O Sunda Zijin Karju Jibatum O Lujin Chode Dubon Tulejan O Siji Kanda Drai Shayun O Tsambene Sayin Banze O Ngambe Dudo Loji Tudo Shib O Yanzo Nye Asayin Timbanye O Mitsoda Chen Soledur O Kanji Dadu Toran Lanekub ye Chenrezig boy lasim, ye to venture the Daja Savatu, Natini Chibon the Pime, Roji wonder the Mount Jivatam, the Jetilana Gopakundum, Jetin Gumpolosan, no Jetina Masavasum Jetu. O Loyto, do not bedu. O to be jan, to be to burn. O Jitisum Jangubo Jolosan. No dishipami good kunazim. O dishina tajesib. O sainju the dugunse. O sainju number jim. O tijana bedu masanju. O Shari Jiba Do Tavinzip, O Chinje Pema Chodo Sanyam, O Kawa Tunda Nungo Tumi Deep, O Time O Jamade Tumizip, O Zibu Jere Mabujip, O Pema Soda Sonin Orsip, O Tungo Dujin Doda Diyajim, Darin Chima Babumani Nejim, all men children of the Jamshijum, or the BuNima in Bakap, or Ninja the Vijinjinacham, or Trimame Babimajolane, or Devimune Bivend of the Jam, or Sijaka and Jolana, or Tazutribe resolution of zip, or to be Jinjan to Jim Parosan. O Choni Suna Momo Niwaso, O to do Divin Juni Ganese, O Sunda the Jim Kaju Jibatum, O Lujin Jo the Dubon to Lejar, O Sijika the Dresha, O Zambene the Yimanze, O Mambedu Luju the Shib, O Yozoya Soyitimbanye. O me to the chen soledor, O canjeta the turan on the coop, yet in is a jumbo yellow scent, yet to bet all the tajas of not in a jibon epime, no jivanda the monje, jetin and a gavakandam jo, jetin gumbolosom. No Jitina Masivasum Jetu, O Layetu, Dudan Sambetu, O Tabejan, Jutu Burnzep, O Jitisum Jangumbo Jolasam, Lo Dishipa Mikugunazep, O Dijina Antayajisep, O Sayaji Yadatukunsep, O Sayu Sirji Pime Nabarajim, O Tijin Bentuam Masinchu, O Shari Jiba Zip, O Jinje Bema Chodo Sanyam, O Kawatundo Nunga Jimmy Deep, O Time O Chamate Sumenzip, O Zipiz Jerry Mabajim, O Bemanzo the Sunning Worship, O Duadi Doda Yejum, O Rinchima Bupumani Nejim, O Laman Chapter Subter Jamshajum, O Radapa BuNima in Bakap, O Nisha Du Gijinjinacha, O Dramame Babimajolande, O Tevimune Bivenda Danjam, O Sijakaran Jolanavate, O Tazutibe Radashandanzip, O Tebe Jot to the same, O Chunisuna Mobo Nivasop, O Tadu Juni Ganese, O Sudazajin Kaju Jibatum, O Lujinjo the Dubon to Leja, O Sijikan the Dray Shayin, O Tambenesa Yimbanzep, On Ben Duro Lujit the ship, O Yanzanya Saint Dimania, O we to the chen to the door, O Kayeta the Tuanaku, that's it. Boy, losses. Get to bench on the dojo so to. Nothing is cheaper on the payment. Rojo the Mojo Tom. Jetin and a good back on room.
Oh, I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Maraba Mawish granting. King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adore me, the Buddha boundless light. You generous as if too hungry. Ghosts you left sons adore me, the lotus. You perfume her flesh as we lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, all your face is beautiful. Shining full moon and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you mesmerizing bodies white. As a snowing coat, your holy greeting. Pearls, you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You heart spread like perfect lotuses. Range on a steel lake, you sting like the atom clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope. Hide beautified by funny rings, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristinely pure. Tools and your belly smoother the lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, red garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit you which the sublime. Lower and liberate essence of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Maras. Holds golden neck and dignity beautify your feet. You form boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then savor from the oceans of milk and water. Men or woman, if you rise each day, then devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. Recite clearly and purely, then all of you worthy and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. I prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Maraba Mawish granting. King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss gone. Once you crowns adorn with the Buddha boundless light. You generous as if too hungry. Ghost you left sons adorn with the lotus. You perfume her flesh as with lighting bound up. Like red gold garlands, how your face is beautiful. Shining full moon at your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite, you mesmerizing bodies white. As a snowing coat, your holy greeting. Pearls, you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You heart spread like perfect lotuses. Range on a steel lake, you sting like the atom clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young. Palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope. Hide beautified by funny rings, bracelets, anklets. You are but on a pristinely pure. Tools and your belly smoother the lotus petal. You sublime gold berry studded with fine gems from your hips, red garments of the finest silk. Supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit you which the sublime. Lower and liberate essence of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Maras. Holds golden neck and dignity beautify your feet. You for boundless static you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Done savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day up, then devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. We stand clearly and purely, then all of you worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in his life and all of your future lives. Oh, my prostrate to the protector of the universe, the guru of the universe, honored by beings of all three realms, praised by God's Marabama, wish granting, King of sages, supreme protector, I prostrate, noble body containing all bliss, God. Once you crowns adorned with the Buddha boundless light, you generate stars gives to hungry ghosts. You left suns adorned with a gold lotus. Your perfume have flashes with lighting bound up like red gold garlands. Oh, your face is beautiful, shining full moon, and your lotus eyes are white, so exquisite. You smelling bodies white as a snowing coat. Your hotly greeting pearls, you are decked in radiance like the red of dawn. You had sped like perfect lotus Susa, ranged on a steel lake. You sting like the autumn clouds. Many jewels adorn your shoulders, you young palms are exquisite, soft and tender as new leaves. Your spread is covered by antelope hide, beautified by funny rings, bracelets, anklets. You abide on a pristinely pure lotus, and your belly smoother than lotus petal. You so brown gold belly studded with fun. Gems from your hips, red garments of the finest silk, supreme wisdom of the Buddha gone be. Young gathering vast merit, you reach the sublime. Lower and liberate essence of the light. You dispel age and disease, you are supreme. Among beings, victor over Maras. Holds golden next and jingling, beautify your feet. You for boundless static, you beings in peace, dignified like elephant, graceful as one. Doctrine's keeper, all accumulations. Then savor from the oceans of milk and water. Man or woman, if you rise each day, then devote your mind with respect to Chenrezig, and you praise him with his excellent pure song. We said clearly and purely, then all of your worldly and transcended wishes will be fulfilled in this life and all of your future lives.
Om Bema Soto Samaya Mane Palaya Bema Soto Dinaba Tirudu Me Sedukayo Me Baba Suvichayo Me Baba Anuradu Me Baba Sawa Sede Me Baba Sakama Sutta Me Tudam Chiran Kuru Hung Ha Ha Hu Bangave Savadata Bema Mame Mesa Bema Baba Samaya Sato I tembo tunzi yureneba da do suro na sancho sem jiang xie la re tunzi rabdo ne kun qin xi ra do bar sen ji lu.
Please grant your blessing that the teachings and the holders of the teachings will remain for a long time, and that myself and all sentient beings may train in bodhichitta. Grant your blessing that we may fully attain the union of shamatha and vipassana, and that we may perfectly realize omniscient wisdom.
Om Soba Vashuddha Soba Dhamma Soba Vashuddha Amaho Kado Turu Nupa Naham Panto Dembe Tormande Baba
The stoma endowed with perfect color, order, taste, and potency, I offer to the noble Lord of Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhas and the bodhisattvas.
Namagar Moga Savadamana Adidibin Aduda Om Ahom Bezo. O Agar Moga Savadamana Adidibin Aduda Om Ahom Bezo. O Agar Moga Savadamana Adidibin Aduda Om Ahom Bezo. Lokeshwara Sabare. Idam balenda kaya 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 om lokeshwara sabare. Idam balenda kaya kaya om lokeshwara sabare vana. Idam balenda kaya kaya jeshen jeva tane tamje. Sess1 lo jang ajar me pada. Ninje che shen lama lag. Chenrezig tam se lan sho. San cho sin rembo. Ye ma chi ba nam ji jer je. Yeba nyamba meba yo gunu bhavashu.
In this and all my future lives, may I be born in a good family, and may I be endowed with a clear intellect free from pride, and may I have great compassion and devotion to the Guru. May my samaya with Chenrezig remain firm. May bodhichitta, the precious and supreme mind, arise in whom it has not yet arisen. Where it has arisen, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher.
And Chenrezig la trejim de jun tu sorve rove deni te marasa ne drudr kusa nyembe do.
By offering a bath with centered stream of nectar to the protector of Avalokiteshvara, a lamp for wandering beings, may all defilements and the two kinds of obscurations of all beings be completely purified. May there be the auspiciousness for all beings to achieve the stainless three kayas.
John den do la gong ho da cha sen go wan ju pe tan zai me sa nga nyam da zang do chung so zu pa su.
Exalted Lord, please heed me. I request you to forgive my lack of clarity in meditation, corrupted mantra recitations, and impure activities regarding cleanliness, all of which I committed while controlled by lethargy and agitation.
Om Pema Sado Samaya Mane Balaya Pema Sado Dinoba Tijanadome Sukdu Kayo Me Baba Sukdu Choyo Me Baba Honoradome Agumasudame Tudam Shiran Guru Hong Ha 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 Hu Bangaven Sa Da 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 Pema Mame Pema samaya sado wa mane peme ho danje non kampa yo ye ge choma sunje be sane pape de ye tu sanda je La yang che vur
In the space before me, the exalted noble one who was born from the 6 syllables, he bathes me with the nectar that flows from his fingers, which purify the 3 obscurations. The deity then dissolved into my crown. Dedication from Shantideva, The Way of the Bodhisattva, page 61. By all the virtue I have now amassed, by composition of this book which speaks of the entry to Bodhisattva way, may every being tread the path to Buddhahood. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their minds and bodies have by virtue of my merit joy and happiness in boundless measure. As long as they may linger in samsara, may their present joy know no decline, and may they taste the unsurpassed beatitude in constant and unbroken continuity. Throughout the spheres and reaches of the world, in hellish states, wherever they may be, may beings fettered there, tormented, taste the bliss and peace of Sukhavati. May those caught in the freezing ice be warmed, and from the massing clouds of Bodhisattva's prayers may torrent rain in boundless streams to cool those burning in infernal fires. May forests where the leaves are blades and swords become sweet groves and pleasant woodland glades, and may the trees of miracles appear, supplanting those upon the hill of Shalmali. And may the very pits of hell be sweet with fragrant pool, all perfumed with the scents of lotuses, be lovely with the cries of swan and goose, and waterfowl so pleasing to the ear. May fiery coals turn into heaps of jewels, the burning ground become a crystal floor, the crashing hills celestial abodes, adorning with offering the dwelling place of Buddhas. May the hail of lava, fiery stone, and weapons henceforth become a rain of blossoms, and may those in hell easy to fight and wood to be turned to lovers offering the flowers. And those engulfed in fiery Vaitarani, their flesh destroyed, the bones bleached white as kunda flowers, may they, through all my merry strains, have godlike forms and sport with goddesses in Vandakini's peaceful streams. What fear is it, they ask, that grips the henchmen of the deadly lord, of frightful vultures and the carrion crows? What noble strength is it that brings us joy and drives away our dreadful night? And looking skyward, they will see the shining form of Vajrapani. Then their sins be quenched in joy, and may they go to him. And then they see the seething lava flood of hell, extinguished in a rain of blossoms, drenched in scented water. At once fulfilled in bliss, they'll ask, how can this be? And thus the densities of hell will see the one who holds the lotus. Friends, throw away your fears and quickly gather here, for who is it who comes to banish dread, this youth with bound-up, gleaming hair, this loving bodhisattva saving and protecting every being, whose power relieves all pain, increasing joy? Do you see the splendor of his house that echoes praises of 1,000 goddesses? The 100 gods who lay their diadem before his lotus feet, the rain of flowers falling on his head, his eyes moist with compassion. Thus may those in hell cry out on seeing Manjughosha. And likewise, when through these my roots of virtue they see the joyful clouds, let fall the cooling scented rain, the obscurations cleansed by bodhisattvas like Samantabhadra, may all those languishing in hell come now to perfect happiness. And may the stooping animals be freed from fear of being preyed upon each other's food, and may the famished spirits have such joy as those who dwell within the northern continent. And may they be replete and satisfied by streams of milk that pour from noble Lord Avalokite's hand, and bathing in it, may they be refreshed and cooled. and may the blind receive the sight, and may the deaf begin to hear, and women near the time bring forth like Maya Devi, free from any pain. And may the naked now be clothed, and all the hungry eat their fill, and may those parched in thirst receive pure waters and delicious drink. May the poor and destitute find wealth, the haggard and the careworn joy. May confidence relieve those in despair and bring them steadfastness and every excellence. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. May those who go in dread have no more fear. May captives be unchained and now set free. And may the weak receive the strength. May living beings help each other in kindness. May travelers upon the road find happiness no matter where they go, and may they gain without the need of toil the goals on which they set their hearts. May those who put to sea in boat or ship attain the ports that they desire, and may they safely come to shore in swift reunion with the kith and kin. May those who lose their way and stray in misery find fellow travelers, and safe from the threat of thieves and savage beasts, be tireless their journey light. May children and the old, the weak, protectless, bewildered in the wide and pathless wastes, and those whose mind are dulled and all who are insane have pure celestial beings as their guardians. May all attain the human state and be possessed of wisdom, faith, and love. With perfect livelihood and sustenance, may they have mindfulness throughout their lives. May everyone have unrestricted wealth, just like the treasury of space, enjoying it according to their wish, without a trace of harm or enmity. May beings destitute of splendor become magnificent and bright, and those worn down by toil and drudgery acquire great beauty and perfection. May all the women in this world attain the strength of Tara, and may the lowly come to excellence, the proud and haughty lose their arrogance. And thus, by all the merit I have gained, may every being, leaving none aside, abandon all the evil ways, embracing goodness now and evermore. From bodhichitta may they never separate, and constantly engage in bodhisattva's deeds, and may they be accepted as disciples by the Buddhas, and turn aside from what is Mara's work. And may these beings, each and every one, enjoy an unsurpassed longevity, living always in contentment. May the very name of death be strange to them. On every side, in all the 10 directions, may groves of wish-fulfilling trees abound, resounding with the sweetness of the teachings spoken by the Buddhas and the Bodhisattva's children. And may the earth be awesome everywhere, free from boulders, cliffs, and chasms, flat and even like a level palm, and smooth like lapis lazuli. And for many circles of disciples, may a multitude of bodhisattvas rise in every land, adorning them with every excellence. From bird song and the signing of the trees, from shafts of light and from the sky itself, may living beings, each and every one, perceive the constant sound of Dharma. May they come into the presence of the Buddhas and meet with bodhisattvas, offsprings of the same, with clouds of offerings unbounded. May the teachers of the world be worshipped. May kindly spirits bring the rain on time, for harvest to be rich and plentiful. May princes rule according to the truth, and may the world be blessed with all prosperity. May medicines be strong and full of virtue. May healing spells be chanted with success. May spirit of the air that feed on flesh be kind, their minds imbued with pity. And let no being ever suffer pain. Let them neither ail nor languish, never doing evil. May they have no fear, nor suffer insults, and may their minds be ever free from sorrow. In monasteries, temples, and the like, may reading and reciting widely flourish. May harmony prevail among the Sangha, and may its purpose be all fulfilled. May ordained monks intent upon the practice find perfect places for retreat in solitude, abandon every vagrant thought, and meditate with trained and serviceable minds. May nuns have all the wants supplied. May quarreling vindictiveness be strange to them. Let all who have embraced monastic life uphold a pure and unimpaired observance. May they feel regret when discipline is broken, and always may they strive to cleanse away their faults. May they thus obtain a fortunate rebirth wherein to undertake unfailing discipline. May the wise and learned be revered and always be sustained by offerings. With minds suffused with purity, may the renown spread far and wide. May beings never languish in the lower realms. May pain and hardship be unknown to them. Enjoying more than godlike strength and beauty, may Buddhahood for them be swiftly gained. Again and yet again may sentient beings make offerings to all the Buddhas, and with Buddha's unimagined bliss may they enjoy undimmed and constant happiness. May all the bodhisattvas now fulfill the high intention for the sake of beings, and sentient beings likewise now receive the good the Buddhas have in store for them. And may the Arahats and Pratyeka Buddhas at length attain the perfect happiness. And may I also, through Manjushi's kindness, reach the ground of perfect joy, and throughout the streams of all my lives embrace monastic ordination. Thus may I abide sustained by simple ordinary fare, and in every life obtain a dwelling place in perfect solitude. Whenever I desire to gaze on him, or put to him the slightest question, may I behold the unobstructed vision of Manjughosha, my protector. To satisfy the needs of beings dwelling in the 10 directions to the margins of the sky, may I reflect in every deed the perfect exploits of Manjushi. And now, as long as space endures, as long as there are beings to be found, may I continue likewise to remain to drive away the sorrows of the world. The pains and sorrows of all wandering beings, may they ripen only on myself, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas bring about the happiness of beings. May the doctrine, only remedy for suffering, the source of every bliss and happiness, be nurtured and upheld with reverence, and throughout a vast continuance of time endure. And now to Manjughosha I prostrate, whose kindness is the wellspring of my good intent, and to my virtuous friends I also bow, whose inspiration gave me strength to grow.
Tom Jin Jin Bala Sam Salon Tar Sanje Jom Dende Tene Te Jin She Ba Ra Jom Ba Yang Da Ba Zo Be San Ri Ba Dan Shab Su Den Ba De War Shi Ban Jik Din Jin Jivandarva Kalo Jurva Lanami Latamanam Jetun Ba Jom Den Deso Tene Te Yin Pa Te Dane Sunam Dage Jundum Give Zavanam Chu Mevzava Zubata Kerab De Jim Sonam je ter nam je bebji zangbo nam je te nam je me to je pa je re pan thong nam thong pa me pa te pe mu pa nam ba ga va shirab se je manu tom nam la je va me pa Sim Chin Tam Che Je Tun Ba San Cho Sen Ba Nam Je Ya Pak Ba Kan Za Nam Je Jar Nyang E Len De Pe Chon Che Ton Ro Wa Nam Je Te Hi Shi Pa De Me Pa Po Pa Sam Je Me Cha Pa Son Nam Bar Ta Yang Yin Ba Gu Se Ta Wen Cho Me Shi Ba Gu Song Ba Me Du Ba Ta Ki Ma Gu Ba Zok Ta Ki Nye War Ma Gu Zok Mi Ba Ta Ta Man De Dong Ha Ta Le Nam Ba Cho Wa Pong Bo Na Rab De Cho Wang Ke Nam Ta Ke Dem Naya Jinshi Nam Damba Dupa Nam Shinda Jip Yongsu Dongwa Tale Nam Pa Chor Si Pa Le Chorwa Chowo Le Garwa Yishi Yongsu Zob De Pa Tam Mab Zong Pa Tar Ta Tar Song Sanje Chom Din De Nam Je Yishi La Ne NyungNe La Ne Pa La Men Ne Yang Tak Pa Ni Jian Ta La Ne Pa Sin Chin Tam Che La Zig Sa La Yu Pa De Da Ne San Je Chom Din De Nam Je Ge Che Yong Tin Yang Tak Pa Nam So Te Me Tam Be Chu Ne To Mar Ge Pardo Ge Wa Ta Mar Ge Dong Zang Bo Chen Zhe Zang Bo Man Ji Pa Yong So Zo Yong So Tak Pa Yong So Sang Yom Den De Je Chu Lek Par Song Ba Yang Tak Pa Thong Wa Ne Mi Du Che Pa Me Pa Nye War Dun Ba Den Thong Wa La Dong Yu Ke Pa Nam Je So So Rang Ge Re Pa Sa Yom Den De Je Song Be Chun Dro Wa La Lek Par Dun Ba Ni Par Yong Dục Bue San Chok Tun Ro A Se Pa Men Tun Pa Me Jin Lu Pa Tang Din Pa Yu Pa Jo Che Pa Wo Tek Pa Jen Bu Gen Dun Ne Lek Pa Shok Pa Rik Pa Jo Chong Pur Shok Pa Tun Pur Shok Pa Tham Mo Jar Ve U Su Jo Sa Sa Ve U Su Jo Pa So Nam Je Par Je Shen Yong Yong So Jong Wa Chen Po Jun Pe Ne So Jo Gun De Yang Jin Be Ne So Jo Chen Po Wo San Je Yong Tin San Me Chap Tam Be Chu Jang San Me Chap Pak Pe Gen Du San Me Chap San Me Chap La Te Zen Nam Para Me Bang San Me Chap Nam Da Shin Du Je Wa Sho Om Gur Ben Zan Ne Ve Te A Hong Om Sarva Buddha Bodhisattva Bayo Manzan Ne Ve Te A Hong Om Karma Deva Mandala Banza Nevede Ahu Om Shri Dharma Pala Banza Nevede Ahu O Hariti Soha O Hariti Mahabanza Yachana Hara Har Sarva Pamba Makcham Sova O Acha Penda Ashibi Soha Tumbala Me Sanjirumbo Jobala Me Tanjirumbo Rambala Me Gwendurumbo Jonne Kuncho Somla Chubombo.
We will resume at 1 p.m. Arizona time.